Good morning, everyone. Myself Amit Mohod, final year BSc student from Oxford College of Science. So today I'm gonna tell about the hepatitis. So hepatitis is nothing but it is a viral disease. So in which there is the inflammation of liver. In progressive condition, the hepatitis can lead to fibrosis, cirrhosis, or liver cancer. So it can also caused by the toxic substances, example alcohol, drugs, and autoimmune disease can also cause hepatitis. So there are five types of hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E, in which the hepatitis B and C are most chronic, as they are more common cause of liver cirrhosis and cancer. So usually hepatitis B and C is a viral infection that can cause both acute and chronic disease. So this virus is transmitted through contact with the blood or other body fluids of an infected person. So as estimated by WHO, the most chronic hepatitis B, 6 million people die every year due to consequences of hepatitis B. Now, hepatitis A and E are typically caused by ingestion of contaminated food and water. So, hepatitis B, C, and D usually occur as a result of parenteral contact with infected body fluid. Usually, the hepatitis disease or virus is transmitted by contaminated blood. The person who is contaminated, who has hepatitis, the contamination of blood can lead to hepatitis B or any hepatitis virus. So it can transfer from mother to baby. If the mother is infected with hepatitis virus, any of the hepatitis virus among the five can transfer this disease to her baby. It can also transfer by family members or sexual contact with the person who is suffering from hepatitis virus. So it has the acute infection symptoms. It can lead to jaundice, and in which the person can experience dark urine, extreme fatigue, nausea, and vomiting. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Alicia and I'm from CGTBK 6th semester. So today I'm going to talk about hepatitis. So let's first get to know what is hepatitis. So hepatitis refers to an inflammatory condition of the liver. It is commonly caused by viral infections, but there are also other causes of hepatitis. Well, it includes autoimmune hepatitis and hepatitis that occurs as a secondary result of medications, drugs, toxins, and alcohol. So approximately 4.4 million of Americans are currently living with hepatitis C and B. So for this hepatitis, treatment options, it literally vary, depending on what kind of hepatitis a person has. So there are 5 types of hepatitis. That is hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E. And we cannot say there's just only one specific virus which is, responsible for all of these hepatitis. No, there are different viruses which is responsible for each type of, virally transmitted hepatitis. So in this hepatitis, the symptoms which are very common, that is the common symptoms, it would be fatigue, flu-like symptoms, dark urine, pale stool, unexplained weight loss, and appetite loss, and abdominal pain. So for this hepatitis, medical examinations which includes liver function test and blood test, ultrasound, and liver biopsy. So the complications when a person has chronic hepatitis. So basically what happens when a person has chronic hepatitis B or C, it can lead to more often serious health problems because the virus affects the liver. And people with chronic hepatitis B or C are at risk for chronic liver disease and liver cancer. So when the liver stops functioning normally, liver failure can occur complications of liver failure, and it includes bleeding disorder, kidney failure, ascites, and hepatic encephalopathy. So people with hepatitis B and C should avoid alcohol because it accelerates liver disease and failure. So certain supplements and medications can also affect liver function. And to prevent the hepatitis, we should maintain a hygiene, and vaccines which are available for all the hepatitis. Thank you so much.
Greetings everyone, myself Sushmita. I'm here to give a small talk about hepatitis B virus. Hepatitis B is a disease which is caused by hepatitis B virus, which causes a liver infection. Hepatitis B is one of the kind of 5 types. The other include hepatitis A, C, D and E. While hepatitis B and C are said to be more chronic. The two kinds of hepatitis infection include acute or chronic. Acute infection is the symptoms appear readily in adults, and in infants it is said to be more chronic rather than acute. So chronic infection, the symptoms said to be developed slowly, and symptoms are noticeable only when the complications occur. And hepatitis B can be contagious. So it can spread through body fluids such as blood, vaginal fluid, semen, etc. Virus is also present in saliva, but it does not spread through coughing, sneezing. So there are series of blood tests done to detect this hepatitis B. The first one include hepatitis B surface antigen test. So this test is conducted whether the person is infected or not. So the positive shows for positive result and negative shows for the negative result. And if it is tested positive, so the person is likely to be infected by hepatitis. So it cannot be differentiated between acute or chronic. The second test include hepatitis B core antigen test. So this test is tested or connected to see whether the person is currently infected or not. If it is tested positive, this said to be the person is infected, and this person, it can be acute or chronic. It also means, if it is tested positive, it also means you are said to be developing from acute hepatitis B. The third test include hepatitis B surface antibody test. This test is performed to check the immunosity of your body. So if it is tested positive, then you are immune to hepatitis B. This positive test can be due to 3 reasons. The first one include you are likely to be vaccinated to this hepatitis B. The second one, you are just recovered from this acute hepatitis B. And the third one include you are no longer contagious. The fourth test include liver function test. This liver function test is tested to see the amount of liver enzymes present in your blood. The higher the liver enzymes tested, it shows that the intensity or the level of liver damage in the liver damage. This test can also shows which part of the liver has been damaged. And if this test is tested positive, this is likely, then it has to be required to test for hepatitis B or C or any other liver test. If it is tested positive for either B or C, then it likely to cause a liver damage. And this hepatitis B can be treated through medications and vaccines. And the more chronic is the disease, then it can be treated through a liver transplant. Thank you.